BionicDance is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
In your worldview, when you die, what happens to you?
You're done.
You're done. So why?
And if that turns out not to be true,
yeah,
that will be very exciting.
Okay, but if you say you're done, so you won't even know you were ever here.
Apparently not.
So then, why do you care what we're doing here? Why do you care about climate change? Why do you ultimately? Because ultimately, when all these people die, they're done, and nothing has any ultimate purpose. So why does it matter? Why does it matter ultimately?
Much as I respect Bill Nye, and I do, I can't help thinking he dropped the ball on this question. I'm not sure he even understood it, because he only comes close to answering it just once, and in an offhanded manner. So, let's do this. Greetings, fellow space travelers, BionicDance here. Today we've got Bill Nye at Ken Ham's Noah's Ark theme park talking about ultimate purpose, a concept that at first seems reasonable, but upon more logical examination seems kind of meaningless, if not completely irrelevant. But it's still a question put forth by the religious as if it's some sort of gotcha, but really it comes down to a conflict of worldviews, and only one of them actually has evidence behind it.
So let's be clear.
Okay.
What we do is make more people. What organisms do is reproduce.
But still, when they die, they're done. So why does it matter?
So my claim...
Why does it matter ultimately?
See, it's that word ultimately that I think Bill Nye keeps missing. Ham isn't asking why what we as individuals do to benefit other individuals, subsequent generations. He's asking how anything matters, how it fulfills some larger, infinite purpose, why what we do matters without an eternal afterlife for it to affect somehow, consequences that we all have to live with forever.
My claim is that not only your size and shape, number of fingers, eye color, and so on, is a result of the main idea in all of biology, evolution. Not only is evolution the main idea in biology, but what you feel is also a result of evolution.
But why does that matter if you're done when you die? I mean, why does it ultimately matter? Everyone's done. They won't even know they're here. Why?
You're asking fundamental existential questions. This is great, Mr. Ham.
But why?
The idea is to pass your genes on to the future.
But they're going to die and be done too. So
but maybe they'll achieve great things that inspire us. Maybe they'll find out what happened before the Big Bang.
What does it matter?
Maybe they'll determine whether or not the core of Jupiter is hydrogen acting like a metal, or if it's really metal.
And why does that matter to them when they're done?
As I see it, the answer to this question is, it doesn't. If we die and that's it, curtains, done, over, then nothing matters in any ultimate sense.
Because maybe we will discover a new source of energy that will power the whole world based on this new physics.
And why does that matter when they're done?
Because what we do is live. The meaning of life is to live.
And that is the closest Bill comes to answering the question, at least in my never humble opinion. Maybe nothing matters. Maybe when I die, everything I did is ultimately pointless. But does that mean that while I'm here, the experience should suck? Does that mean future generations should have it just as bad or worse? I don't need an ultimate purpose for my experiences and actions during life to have meaning, to have goals. I make my own finite purpose because I want to enjoy my time while I'm here. I can understand why this might not be enough to a theist. I suspect much of God belief has grown out of an unwillingness to accept this concept. It's humbling and not exactly flattering, just like the notion of evolution and that human beings aren't somehow separate from, more special than the rest of the animal kingdom. But that doesn't make it true.
Why would you be obsessed with teaching people that humans are not causing climate change? Why would you take a book's word for it when you could discover the world for yourself?
Actually,
that's the mystery to
humans
me.
did cause climate change because we sinned against a holy God, and now we live in a sin-cursed universe.
So, I've spent some time in Japan last year. They don't have any tradition like that. What's wrong with them?
Actually, there are cultures all over the world that do have such traditions.
Okay, so humans are creating climate change because we've sinned against a deity. It has nothing to do with factories or pollution, it's just sin. Or are factories and pollution themselves the sin? No, of course not. It's gay marriage and teaching evolution, right? In a video I made several years ago, I pointed at the expression that there are no atheists in foxholes, that everybody is praying to God while they're under enemy fire. And I asked this question: Who do you want next to you in that foxhole? The person who knows that saving their hide is their own responsibility, or the person praying to a magical spirit for divine intervention on their behalf? When you're injured, do you want people praying for you to get better, or do you want a doctor to save your ass? And when the climate is going down the tubes, did some offense caused to that magical spirit do it, or was it humanity putting chemicals into the air that's doing it? Personally, I want my life to be the best life possible, and while I don't intend on ever having kids, I'd like to leave the earth better than when I found it. Actually, I'd like to leave the earth completely, but I don't have a spaceship, damn it. If none of that matters to Ken Ham, if there isn't a God that has a plan of which we're all a part, well, to be honest, I think that makes him kind of dangerous, like those people who insist morality comes from their religion, and without it we'd all be evil rat bastards. If you can't be nice and non-destructive for its own sake, rather than some god's mega plan, there is something very wrong with you. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think.
Should have rated unsubscribed. Oh.